Hello and welcome to another Parry's Pickups. Thanks very much for joining us. First up, we're going to talk about a Vita game. I like the PlayStation Vita. Don't have a heck of a lot of games for the Vita, but I think it's a great platform, and prior to the Switch was probably the most full-on console experience you could get well on the go. You might have seen it already. Here we are, I've revealed it. It's Virtua Tennis 4. A game that's very well suited to the Vita. It's not the most demanding game, therefore it can offer some amazing visuals. And of course, if you ever played a Virtua Tennis game, you know the gameplay is spot on. Really enjoyable game, very pick up and play. Really shows what the Vita can do in terms of graphics for one. Do check this game out if you're curious of how good Vita games can look. It's also just, yes, as I say, incredibly fun. If you're a Vita owner and you don't mind tennis games for me are a timeless type of video game. The idea of batting a ball back and forth across a court has been there since the very beginning, and I still think that type of gameplay is incredibly enjoyable, and Virtua Tennis really is an arcade style experience, so I don't think you can go wrong with it personally. Virtua Tennis. Next up, we're going to move on to a couple of games for the Xbox 360 Kinect. I have only just picked up a Kinect, believe it or not. £15 from Granger Games, rest in peace, and really happy with it actually. And it's mainly because of the game I'm going to show you now, Disney Fantasia Music Evolved. So this is perhaps the greatest rhythm music game I've ever played. Bold statement, I know. Well, that is because it's the freedom of control within this game. Of course, you've got to connect. You use your body to control the game, but using your body to control, in part, control music, but also just to kind of become one with the music would be maybe the best way I can think of putting it. Naturally, we move and we dance to music. So why not make a rhythm game where you do that? Now, of course there is Dance Central and things like that. Those games, far too complicated for me. I cannot do the movements they're asking me to do half the time. I fumble my way through it and sometimes enjoy myself, but often I'm thinking, this is beyond me. In Fantasia Music Evolved, there's certain set actions that you need to do that are rather simple. For example, maybe you just sweep your arm. A lot like Mickey Mouse would in the Fantasia film. I think this is basically what they were going for. Like this. Or you may do it slowly and hold it. Or you may punch. And it recognises these movements with incredible ease. And when you're combining all these movements around like this, and you just use your arms, you don't have to worry about your legs in this game, then it's a beautiful experience. And this has a wonderful track listing on it. Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes, David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence. These are, I mean, this is personally my favourites on the collection. Elton John, Rocket Man, Gorillaz, Feel Good Inc., New Order, Blue Monday, Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. As I say, I'm just picking out things that I really like here, but there is a lot of variety. The Flaming Lips, Yoshimi Battles of Pink Robots. And there's also lots of other, even classic things like Vivaldi, Four Seasons, and many, many more. Tchaikovsky, Mozart, and Nicki Minaj if you're into that as well. So the actual range of music is great. The game itself works beautifully. This is a game I think that must be experienced. It is a unique, very unique game, and I can see there's some sort of version of this for the Xbox One. So if you're an Xbox One Kinect owner, they do exist I think, then you can also try it on there. That's Disney Fantasia Music Evolved. Okay, so what else have we got? Oh, well, I had to get this one, didn't I? It's Kinect Star Wars. So yeah, this game's been slated somewhat by many people for what it is: fun, how much did it cost me? A couple of quid. Not going to argue with that. Maybe when it was full price, maybe people were disappointed by what was on offer, but there are a lot of different game modes. I played the Rancor game mode where you play as a Rancor. You move around, you stomp stuff, you bash stuff with your big Rancor arms and eat people, and from what I played it worked very well. And then the dancing. I did previously mention that Dance Central wasn't my favourite Kinect game, but doing the Han Solo dance on this is a joyous experience. And if you set an easy like I did, then you can enjoy it at your, at my level of dancing. Really fun. I haven't played all the modes on this yet. There's a Jedi lightsaber battling mode. There's a pod racing mode, which I can't wait to try them out. Also includes, oh, believe it or not, an extra disc with game demos. Wonderful. So this was like a couple of quid, and I got it from CX. Same with the Disney Fantasia, which was only 50p. What can you say about that? 50p for possibly the greatest rhythm game ever made. What's the world coming to? Everyone's into their big blockbuster games, and there's all these little things sitting there which are incredibly interesting and incredibly affordable. So don't pass up on things like Fantasia, because you might be in with a surprise. Same with this game, Eye of Judgement. This was £3. Bargain. Again from Granger Games. This is the whole set. And for those who don't know what Eye of Judgement is, maybe this little video can explain better.
PlayStation 3, Hasbro, and Wizards of the Coast bring you an entirely new breed of interactive experience. The Eye of Judgement. The Eye of Judgement lets you see everything you only imagined before. When you combine the power of the PlayStation 3 with the next generation technology of the PlayStation Eye and the Eye of Judgment's revolutionary summoning cards, you get a multifaceted, card-based strategy game featuring thousands of possible moves. What card you play, when and where you play it. Every decision you make has consequences. Consequences that come to 3D interactive life before your very eyes. An astounding array of characters, creatures, spells, and strategic choices make the Eye of Judgement fascinating, challenging, and endlessly replayable. The Eye of Judgement gives you an entirely new way to interact with your PlayStation 3 system. You can sharpen your game or fine-tune your deck in solo mode. Face each other head-to-head. Or, if you think you're ready, take your game global and challenge online opponents via the PlayStation Network. The Eye of Judgement comes complete with the PlayStation Eye, a deck of summoning cards, and everything you need in order to wage your own interactive battles. Expand and personalize your deck with add-on packs. Over 100 different cards are available, with more on the way, giving you the variety and collectability that you've come to expect from Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. Check it out. You'll be amazed. PlayStation 3 and Hasbro bring you the Eye of Judgement. The Eye brings the battle to life.
Okay, so I think that did a far better job than I could of explaining the game, seeing that I've actually never played it. Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to do this, and when I do it, I'd like to do some sort of feature on it, because it's a very interesting concept. I'm going to open this little box up now for you, so you can see. It's quite a nice package, but you get, as I say, get everything you need in here to play the game. Let's just open him up. So, first of all, you get your mats to play the game on. Put the cards on. Know where you put in everything. There's the game. There's the cards or starter deck. This is all I will have to use, I'm afraid, when I play it. You even get a camera. That's my second PlayStation Eye, not iToy, because they got a little bit more sophisticated in the PS3 era. What else do we got? We got the stand to put the camera on, so that's bits and pieces that you put together to stick your PlayStation camera. And I think this could also be helpful to put other things on, maybe other cameras if you're doing some live streaming and you want a camera pointing at you. Maybe that'll work, or does it only point downwards? I don't know. I don't know because I've not tried it. But I'm very much looking forward to giving this a go, and really I've always wanted to play it, and at £3 you can't complain, can you? You can't turn your nose up at that. So that's it for this episode of Parry's Pickups, and I won't bother putting all that away now because it's boring. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to think of these Parry's Pickups videos, and maybe ways I can improve them, perhaps. What else have we got? We got a Twitter. You're welcome to talk to us on Twitter. We post quite regularly, and we've also got a Facebook page. Pop on there. Everything's there. It's all updated. All the new videos that come out, we mention it on Facebook as well as Twitter. And if you're one of them Instagram people, then you can pop on Instagram, and the minute I'm trying to take a photo every day. I know I can't promise that, but there's a constant stream of photos appearing on Instagram from Blast Process. So yes, if you have a moment, go and check out those various social media outlets, as well as of course our YouTube channel, which you probably are on now watching this. If not, you're watching it through one of the other social media things, so congratulations. Anyway, yeah, thanks again for watching, and until next time, game on.